City of Rome, the Eternal City. Let's explore how eternal it really is. This is where ancient, medieval, and 21st century collide. Lungo Tevere, the ancient bridges that cross the Tiber River, the Vatican museums, the Roman Forum, the Fountain of Trevi, the Colosseum, the beautiful Piazza Navona. The dream that was once Rome is truly still here. You just have to have an eye for it. You'll see it. You will definitely get a taste of eternity.
How did they get balance to work like that?
We begin our Vatican tour by entering its famous St. Peter's Square, which borders the St. Peter's Basilica on both sides by two semicircular colonnades, in which, according to its creator Bernini, is supposed to symbolize the stretched arms of the church embracing the world. As we walk towards the plaza through Porta Angelica, we see up close how enormous the columns are. By the way, Porta Angelica archway entrance is part of the Passito di Borgo, the once secret passage that goes from the Vatican City through the neighborhood, ending at Castel Sant'Angelo. And as we cross these arches and look to the left, we meet the Fountain of Chiare, one of the many fountains found in the most popular areas in the city of Rome. It's really good drinking water. Back to the colonnades, built in the 1660s and consist of 4 rows of columns, which total 284 of them, and 88 pillars. Each one is 60 feet high and 5 feet across. As we enter the plaza, you can count 140 statues on top of these colonnades, all of them created by Bernini and his students. They depict popes, martyrs, evangelists, and other religious figures. In the center of the square stands an Egyptian obelisk. It's about 41 meters, which is 135 feet, including the pedestal. There's an interesting story behind this. In 37 AD, Caligula decided to transport the obelisk to Rome. It was installed at the Spina of the Circus of Caligula, better known as Circus of Nero, which was located in an area now occupied by Vatican City. In 1585, Pope Sixtus decided to have the obelisk moved to its present location in front of then under construction St. Peter's Basilica, a distance of about 300 meters. It took 900 men and 75 to 140 horses, and finally succeeded on September 10, 1586, in the span of 5 months. The old obelisk was to the left of the colonnade wall, right there. If you book the Scavi tour under St. Peter's, you'll see the spot where the obelisk stood from the time of Caligula until it was moved into the square in 1586. There are so many interesting facts in this plaza. Let's keep exploring some of them. To the left and the right of the obelisk, there are 2 circular marble plates that say Centro del Colonnado, which indicate the foci of the elliptical square. As you stand on either of the plates and look at the nearest colonnade, it will look like as if there's only 1 row of columns instead of 4. This guy Bernini wasn't just a sculptor or an architect, he knew his geometry. Few people know that when viewing the enormity of this fabulous piazza, that the obelisk in the center is in fact a nomen for a giant sundial. Examine the markings on the ground when the sun casts a shadow, and you can tell the time and in which equinox. In 1613, a fountain designed by Carlo Maderno was installed on the square to the right of the centrally located obelisk. To maintain symmetry, Bernini decided to install an identical copy of the fountain on the left side. The fountain was created in 1677 by another Carlo. His last name was Fontana, ironically, which means fountain. On special occasions such as the election of a new pope or on Easter, almost 400,000 people filled the square. A red stone marked the spot in the northwest corner of the square where Pope John Paul II was shot. May 13, 1981, an attempt was made. The assassin, who was quickly apprehended, but not before his bullets hit the Holy Father. The Papal Apartment occupies the top floor of the Apostolic Palace. The top two right windows are the study and bedroom of the Pope. On Sunday at noon, the Pope will appear at the second window from the right to pray the Angelus and bless the crowd in the square. We will definitely attend. Okay, now, see the roof between the two buildings, St. Peter's Church and this building, the last building on this side, the old roof. That's where the Sistine Chapel is, and that's where the smoke comes out. The same roof as the thing. Here we're facing Via di Conciliazione. Let's look at the basilica. Above the basic structure is an attic with 8 square windows decorated with small pilasters, surmounted by a balustrade and 13 statues in travertine. On each side of the front of the basilica, Giuseppe Valadier designed these 2 clocks from 1786 to 1790. The one on the left, showing Rome time, is called the Italian clock. The one on the right, with one hand, to show European mean time, it's called the Ultramontano clock. Statues of St. Peter and Paul, the patron saints of Rome, were ordered by Pope Pius IX to replace the existing smaller ones. Both statues were sculptured in between 1838 and 1840. And stand over 18 feet in height on pedestals measuring over 16 feet high. On the left side of the basilica, there's a gate entrance where you will always see Swiss guards. The Pope has been defended by them since the 15th century. Although they mostly perform ceremonial functions, the guards are skilled soldiers in the Swiss army, highly trained in security operations, who are sent to the Vatican and are committed to the Pope's protection. There are approximately 130 men in the military unit. Their motto is "Fiercely and Faithfully" and refers to their defense of the Pope. Loggia of the Blessings. It's from here that the new Pope is announced with Habemus Papam and gives the Urbi et Orbi, to the city of the world, blessings. The relief below the balcony is of Jesus handing St. Peter the keys. On our next video, we will begin the visit of the interior of this magnificent basilica and its dome. We hope you enjoyed our visit of St. Peter's Square and see you soon in the inside.
Thank you.